Hey, what is up, guys? It is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. Now, in this video, I want to talk to you guys about what you need to stop doing on your website, specifically your MSP website, and what you can start doing that is going to drastically increase the number of conversions and the number of phone calls that you get. Now, at the end, I'm going to give you some of the best information that I could possibly find that you need to implement immediately to start being more successful online. So you're definitely going to want to stick around for that. But right off the bat, the first thing, after analyzing about 50 different websites, I see a drastic change between them. Now, I picked everything from small mom and pop, 1 or 2 person shops, all the way up to 7-figure and 8-figure businesses. Why do I know this? Because this is typically my ideal clients on who I'm dealing with and who is getting the most calls. First thing you need to stop doing, and this is the most generic thing I keep seeing over and over again, almost 35 to 40 websites had this on their website. Award-winning technical support. Unlike other industries, the MSP industry doesn't have a specific entity that is going to give out an award saying, hey, you guys have the best information possible. Unfortunately, it just doesn't exist. Unlike the car industry, where you have JD Power and Associates, you have safety crash test ratings, where there's actually something out there that they can go and see, hey, they actually won it. Now, how valid is that? That's for your own discretion. But the big difference is there is a governing agency across it. In the MSP world, there's not. You may have won your local best of, which is great, which technically would make you an award-winning technical support MSP. The problem is everyone's gotten one. And awards are, for the most part, not fake, but they don't really mean much. When you're talking to a customer and they see your awards, I used to work for an MSP and it said, best of Long Island specifically for X amount of years. It was a pay-to-play game. Customers know that, and a lot of times your ideal customer is going to be a business owner. They understand how awards go. There is no agency that goes out and says, this is your award, this is how you've proved it, this is how much money you're doing in revenue, how much you've grown, how much you've helped customers, here's your award. That just doesn't exist. That is the number one thing I see on about 35 to 40% of those websites. 35 to 40 of those websites had it out of the 50 that I analyzed. Sorry about that. The second thing is super generic text. So they talk about how they won their award, and they just talk about how it's usually like 5, maybe 6 sentences, at most 150 words on the page, and that's it. It's super generic. ChatGPT, any AI could have just spit it out. It would have taken all of 2 minutes, and it would have been over and done with. The sad part is from a visitor point of view, there's not enough meat and potatoes there for them to say, wow, this is something that I probably need for my business. And because of that, they're probably just going to move on, sadly. I see this over and over and over again. You need to go out there and fill up that page. And that brings me to the third thing that you need to stop doing on your website, which is thin content. So it's not only super generic, but there's just not enough information there for a visitor to make an educated decision on whether or not they want to talk about potentially getting a proposal or services from your business. It's super generic, it's very thin, and there's just not enough in there. And sadly, I've seen this on 7-figure businesses that haven't touched their website in a long time, and then they wonder why they're not getting any leads from online. Now, building word of mouth is a totally different story and a totally different video, but in this case, it's sad to see. But here's what you can do to make a massive, massive change in the amount of leads that you're going to get from your website and online. First thing is, understand what the customer is looking for. They want to understand that when they call you with this little device, somebody is going to answer, and how fast they're going to answer. Are they going to wait a few seconds? Are they going to wait a few minutes? Are they going to wait a few hours? Or are they going to wait a few days? Are they leaving a voicemail with your business hoping to get a response? People love to know how fast it's going to be. The reason why GoDaddy is so successful is because their customer support is lightning fast and they are very good at what they do. Which brings me to my number 2. How often are you getting same-day resolutions? Customers expect a turnaround. When you mail something, there is a turnaround time. When you buy something from Amazon, there's a turnaround time before it gets to your house. Same thing with MSP services. What percentage of those phone calls and requests for tickets are becoming same day solutions? Maybe it might be same hour, maybe it is same day, but they want to know, if they're going to get a resolution by the end of that day or within 24 hours is a fair number. Because look, we get it. Sometimes it's 5:30 and the person needs to be there for the resolution. But for the most part, how many same day within a 24-hour period from them either calling, submitting a ticket, or submitting an email is it going to be until they actually get that resolution? Also, how often are you sticking to your SLA, your service level agreement? Is it 100% of the time? Is it 50% of the time? These are vital pieces of information that when a customer actually looks at your website, they want to know that you're going to stick to the agreement that they originally had with you. Now, SLAs do change over time, and they will have to probably sign for a new one every couple months or every year or so. But having that SLA and how often you stick to it on your website is a easy way to inspire confidence, especially somebody who has already hit the submit button because they want a proposal. They're going to read that service level agreement over and see how and what percentage you are sticking to that ratio. Next is going to be what percentage of your customers stick around. We all know that the MSP world is very sticky, and that's what makes it so appealing. Customers last a long time, but customers don't actually understand that. They don't know that. So they want to see that you have a low turnover rate, that people aren't leaving you regularly. The higher that rate, 100 is not possible, but the higher that rate, the better. If you're at an 85 to a 90%, that's fantastic. The average MSP customer sticks around for about 7 years, give or take. That's amazing. And if you can keep somebody at whatever contract they have for that period of time, 60, 72, 84 months, that's amazing. And that is guaranteed monthly recurring revenue that we all want. So make sure you take the time to let people know what percentage of your customers stick around every single year. It's going to be huge. Next is testimonials. You got to have testimonials on your website. They are, without a doubt, the bread and butter and the lifeblood of building confidence when somebody goes to your website. They want to see that somebody has gone through, had your services, and wrote you or videoed a testimonial. If you can get somebody to pick up their cell phone and do a selfie video for a testimonial, that is worth its weight in gold. I would, and I've recommended this, either giving out a free computer, giving out something as a incentive to get a testimonial. Not everybody feels comfortable being on camera, and because of that, offer an extremely high value reward for them giving you a testimonial is very worth it. The longer the better, because they are extremely difficult to get. And when you can get one, it just builds more and more confidence. And the more of them that you can get, they are so worth it, because I have literally closed deals because I've had somebody write a testimonial for me or video a testimonial and send it to that customer almost completely unsolicited. It is so worth it. I highly recommend going out and getting testimonials. And last but not least, take the time, which kind of circles back to the first one, write in depth about your services. Take the time to let people know the impact that your services can have on your business and your vertical. Your website is a sales machine. It works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So why not take the time out to go through and really dip your toes and really dive in deep onto how to make your website as good as possible, and ask your existing customers, hey, can you look at my website? What do you think I'm missing on here? They will tell you, hey, by the way, you really don't talk enough about how your support goes above and beyond, where you guys cover mobile devices, where you guys cover laptops, where you guys can log in remotely at any time, anywhere, because you guys offer 24/7 support, and the impact that has on businesses and employee productivity. These are the areas that are so consistently missed on websites, because I get it. People want professional, straightforward text that lets them know about the business, but diving in deep on any softwares that you're using is going to be huge. If you guys specialize in car dealerships, talk about Dealer Socket and Reynolds and Reynolds. If you're in the law industry, say, hey, we offer, Sarbanes-Oxley and compliance, I'm losing the technical term, but compliance for that industry. Hey, we focus on HIPAA, we focus on FINRA. All of these are huge, and any softwares that are specifically associated with those industries, and diving into those. Have sub areas. Hey, we talk about 24/7 award-winning technical support. Yes, that is a joke. And then a little subfolder for the healthcare industry, for the financial industry, for the medical industry. dive in and talk all about that, and even give maybe a list of softwares that you've used. Even if it was only a couple times, throw it on there. It is so easy, and it's also SEO juice. It is so easy to outrank your competitors on Google. You have no idea. Talk about it, go in depth, talk about the industry that you help with, and give customers the metrics that they are looking for and the information they are looking for. And I promise you, if you go implement those, you are going to drastically succeed online. If you guys found value in this, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and if you're curious, join our newsletter down below. Look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Other than that, keep growing your MSP. I'll see you guys later.